Good night, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Tre'Luna ASMR, and this is my first ASMR video. I hope that you guys see my video, enjoy it, and continue to come back to subscribe and like my videos. So, for today's video, the first thing I would like to do is read you a bedtime story. I really hope that many of my viewers will enjoy this. I really hope you guys can get comfortable, get into bed, go under your covers, cuddle up, and enjoy. So today, I am going to read from a book of bedtime stories. So today, I'm going to read a story from a book of 365 stories and rhymes. You could see a little pumpkin and the horse, a carriage. So, the first story I'm going to read to you guys today will be the first story that's in this book. So let's see. So beautiful. You could see the mermaid. Who knows? Maybe our first story will be about mermaids. So many different stories. So our first story today is going to be The Little Mermaid. I hope you all enjoy and sit back, relax, and listen to my reading of The Little Mermaid. Far out to sea, where the water is crystal clear, lies a secret kingdom. Here a mer-king lived with his 6 mermaid daughters. The youngest was a quiet girl with a gentle heart. She dreamed of a faraway adventures in the world above the sea. Once a mermaid is 15, said her grandmother, she is allowed to swim up to the surface. Be patient, little one. Your turn will come. One by one, the Little Mermaid sisters came of age and visited the surface. They returned full of stories of all the things they had seen. At last, it was the turn of the Little Mermaid. She floated eagerly up towards the sea surface. When she finally pushed her face out through the salty swell, she saw a fine ship floating nearby. The people were throwing a party for the handsome prince on board. The Little Mermaid couldn't take her eyes off the prince. As she swam closer for a better look, a storm suddenly sprang up and tossed the ship about on the huge waves. The Little Mermaid watched in horror as the prince was thrown into the churning sea. She dove down to rescue him, holding him in her arms. The little mermaid swam to shore and gently pushed the unconscious prince onto the beach. When she saw some people coming down to the beach to help the prince, she leapt back into the waves and swam home. From that moment on, the little mermaid could think of nothing but the prince and how she longed to be with him. One day, when she couldn't bear it any longer, she visited the evil sea witch. There she is. Not a very good idea, but let's see what happens. I can give you a potion to make you human, but I will take your beautiful voice in return, cackled the witch. If you fail to win the prince's love, you will melt into sea foam and be gone forever. The little mermaid loved the prince so much that she agreed. She swam to the shore and drank the potion, then fell into a deep sleep. When she woke up, she was lying in the prince's palace. She tried to speak, but her voice was lost forever, and she could only smile at her handsome prince rescuer. The prince was intrigued by the silent stranger. He took her everywhere, and the little mermaid had never been happier. Then one day, the prince told her that he was to be married, but that he loved another girl who had once rescued him from the sea. Without her voice, the little mermaid couldn't tell the prince that she was that girl. On the day of the prince's wedding, the prince walked with the little mermaid along the beach. Suddenly, a huge wave crashed over the prince and the little mermaid, washing them out to sea. Without thinking, the little mermaid dove beneath the churning waves and grabbed the prince, taking him back to the shore. "You're the girl who saved me before," he cried. The little mermaid smiled and nodded. "I can't marry the princess. I love you." He sighed. "Will you marry me?" And as he kissed her, something magical happened. She could feel her voice returning. "Yes," she cried out with joy. The couple were married the very next day. The little mermaid's dream had come true, but she never forgot her family or that she had once been a mermaid. And that concludes our story of the Little Mermaid. I really hope that you all enjoyed that story. It's a little different from the story that we've seen multiple times, played out in many different ways, but it's still a beautiful story nonetheless. I hope you guys had enjoyed, and I hope that you were able to go to sleep, relax, and enjoy my first ASMR video. Thank you, everybody, and please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. This has been Tre'Luna ASMR.